All right, we just backed out of our garage effortlessly. The first time we used 13.2.6, it seemed to have a little bit of trouble backing out. Not so much now. It was effortless. Didn't even think about it. Perfect transition from the garage to our destination, which happens to be, I mean, it's February 5th, Wednesday, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. Baby girl woke up wanting juice. We don't have that juice. We go get that juice, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we're out here doing. We're on our way to H-E-B, picking up some juice. I still got a video that I need to edit. Basically it involves Nissan and Honda. Talking Dan Ives, a little Kathy Wood, and you know, we got some Uber issues. I want to say Uber reports soon, if not already. And they've been kind of in bear territory. People are speculating that it's because Tesla's emergence with their full self-driving technology, if they're able to create an they don't need to, they're developing the in Tesla app for ride hail. This app already does so much for us right now, right? Monitoring the status of our vehicles. If you've got solar, it monitors all of that as well. It manages your insurance. This thing, it's so deep, right? You could buy a car from, you know, go from the app to purchasing a vehicle. You can go to the Tesla shop, do all kinds of things within the app. Monitor your claims. This is insane. To add on to it, that you're going to be able to hail a ride, right? It's going to be able to figure out which car you're in and then upload your personal settings to said vehicle. Get the fuck out of here, ladies and gentlemen. So it has a little bit of that, the video that I'm about to upload. And then I didn't want to give a lot of credence to CNBC's report that Mercedes has a better ADAS system than Tesla. You know, the people that are conducting that study, Consumer Reports is using a third-party entity on a closed track with dozens of different vehicles, all of a level 2 nature. There is some merit to the video. Everything being said isn't false. It's just, how do I put it? It just doesn't have all of the facts, essentially, right? They're reporting, it just feels super ignorant what they're reporting. So I'll leave it at that. I mentioned that in the closing statements. There is no vehicle that you can purchase, ladies and gentlemen, that can do what Tesla's FSD is doing right now. Take you from the garage, hit you to point A to point B, and then get you back to point A after hitting up point B, right? And the feature set that Tesla is going to be including with this technology is only improving at a more rapid pace than any of those other auto manufacturers could dream of. They're barely trying to do lane keeping, lane assist, and highway driving. It's like, I don't even know how to put it, you know. Tesla is trying to remove the human element of driving, while the others are trying to make it easier for you to drive. That shit don't make no sense to me. It's not enough. I need something that's going to take over this task. Right now, I just hopped in the car, pressed a button, and we're headed to H-E-B. Like, there's been no problem. It's handled rolling on these city streets, stopping at stoplights, no danger of hitting any other vehicle or human being. And my mind hasn't even been on the task of driving, except making sure my spidey sense doesn't go off and something dangerous is going to happen to us, right? And if something dangerous does happen, I would say 99% of the time, it'll be because of a distracted human driver. Like, in some way, shape, or form, impaired human driver, whether it be from distraction, inebriation, or just, you know, being tired. So, yeah. I'm willing to entertain it. So watching that video, I was able to kind of get through it, listen to all of it, you know, hear their remarks and how they view, because basically all they were doing was testing the autopilot of Tesla, right? And who knows what version of FSD that they might have had. They were using, you know, slight verbiage for FSD, but they weren't testing that on their closed course. They described how it can handle city streets, turning, stopping at lights, you know, but they don't get the half of it, right? So if they want to sleep on Tesla's FSD, by all means, let them sleep. But all I know is I'm never going to purchase another vehicle that doesn't have this software in it. And eventually this software is going to allow me to summon it from vast distances, banish it to other members of my family if they need a ride or whatever. I'll be able to let them utilize my vehicle as long as they probably have the Tesla app. You know what I mean? This is finna get real sticky for anybody in the ride-hail side. And obviously, why buy an inferior car when you could buy one that can drive you around? This doesn't even make sense. So here we are, we're at the HEB. We're gonna do what a good husband should do and get his beloved some nice juice. We'll see what happens when we is the vehicle gonna try to park us, or is it gonna try to drop us off at the front door? These are the features that'll be, you know, forthcoming when we're talking about over-the-air software updates, the vehicle improving itself overnight in my garage. So very careful with humans. We're very safe when it comes to these parking lots, because parking lots are probably a big part of where accidents tend to happen, right? These innocent fender benders that can cost thousands of dollars and, God forbid, your time. So right now I do believe our AI student driver is planning to drop us off. That's perfect. Look at this. This would be ideal. Back out of this spot here in HEB. We didn't use the actual smart summon. I mean, we're parked real close to the front. No need to showboat. But yeah, so maybe if we can get some of this stuff done quickly. All right, being careful. I'm okay with that. Just be careful. You never know if somebody's gonna pop in and out of these spots here, but our AI student driver is extremely cautious when it comes to this parking lot. Probably could be a little bit faster, but we are on chill mode, so who am I to say anything? But if we get our work done, we're gonna call it work, I guess. If we get our work done, depending on what time that is, we will go out and I've been meaning to go to the Galleria just to look at the Model Y in person, right? So I need to do that. I don't know if I'll do that before or after noon. Increasingly looking like more of an afternoon type thing, but that's the plan. Yesterday I wanted to get out and about, but I had this killer migraine. It just fucked me up, ladies and gents. I started feeling better around about 3 p.m. But yeah, I was out of commission for the better part of freaking Tuesday. Feeling better. I got my space tonight. All right, so we've decided to go in this direction where there's a vast amount of construction. So we got our spidey sense up already just to see what's going on this Wednesday morning. Road conditions are a little bumpy. Lane markings and stuff should be ignored as long as we're obeying this makeshift new rules for these roads. And our AI student driver is performing admirably. Awesome. Keeping the lane properly. It's aware of all of the humans that are working on these roads. We got a Tesla coming right at us. You know, the randomness of driving, there's no other assisted driver system that can that can even come close to this level of comfort, this level of automation. So, but yeah. Now, I know it's going to revolutionize the way we move around simply because I'm able to use it right now. Drives like this on 13.2.6, it just reaffirms why I have a substantial amount of shares of Tesla and want that number to indeed grow. So, as I was saying, I have my space before my spidey sense went up unnecessarily. I have, we got, what do we call it? Hump Day Nightcap, a Wii FSD production where it's focused around FSD, but I think I'm gonna start, throwing in some little news nuggets. What's happening in the news today regarding not just Tesla, but the EV realm, maybe some of that Uber stuff, right? Everything that Tesla tends to touch of interest, I kind of want to report on that. This Nissan Honda thing, it's really, like, I'm curious to see what happens. So, looking for insight on that from any of the people that are there. But the main thing is FSD. I just love hearing stories about people's challenges with FSD, right? And their triumphs and their tragedies. I just love all aspects of people utilizing the software, whether it be good, bad, or otherwise, right? I tend to I'll do my best not to dismiss those with complaints of minuscule nature, right? All complaints are valid, but I don't know. It doesn't perform perfectly until it does, right? We've been in this thing. We went to HEB. We're going from HEB back to the crib, and not a hiccup. No hitch in this giddy up, if you know what I mean. So, moments like this, you just can't help but be like, it's not only is it pretty close, it's really just a matter of some lines of code to making sure the Tesla app functions like a ride-hail service. And it just feels odd that there's all the vehicles on the road right now. A vast majority of them, 99% of them, have no idea that there is a better way. And to me, that just screams opportunity. I could just hear the cash register ding in the background. Opportunity, it's fleeting, right? Opportunity will be there, available for you to snatch it up, and in the next moment, it'll disappear in thin air, right? So I'm gonna take full advantage of the opportunity presented in front of me, right? I am privy to this technology. I'm able to use it every single day, whereas a vast majority of people have no idea it exists. Talk about opportunity. So our truck here is gonna try to make this turn. Let's see how our AI student driver handles this. And my ideas, I don't know if this is altogether legal what this truck just did, but it did it. And our AI student driver allowed it to happen. It didn't ram into the back of the vehicle, patiently waited for its moment to pass, and we did it. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. This is a round trip of flawlessness. I needed to go somewhere. Our AI student driver was up to the task. There was some randomness with construction and vehicles doing this, that, and the other, and our AI student driver still got the job done. So that's all I got for you today. Be easy. Peace.